I'm going to be talking about this weekend's energy, and I'm going to be doing some Starseed Oracle cards that I'm kind of excited about. So give this a second to load, give it a second for people to find me. I'm going to be talking a little bit about these energies. I want to talk about supermoons. So give me a second to find this, share it out. If you're going to want a card, literally just go ahead and drop a comment. We're going to be talking supermoon energies. We're going into some intense energy. In case people haven't noticed, it's becoming more and more noticeable. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the energy, and the energy is coming up. If you're just finding me, please take a second to share this feed out. I always need you guys to. It helps get this kind of information out, which is meant to, help the collective during this time. All right, I'm about to get started. I got some new cards. I'm really excited about it too. I'm always trying to try new things. I got the Starseed Oracle deck that I'm going to do today, and I'm actually kind of excited to use them. They're really good for Ascension from what I have seen. Please share this feed out. I'm always Facebook banned and I never can. So it's really important you guys are sharing this out. All right, we are going into some intense energy this weekend. This weekend, the moon is actually going to be like one of the closest moons to the planet this year, but there is some controversy I see over whether that moon is classified as a supermoon. I believe that we're having 4 supermoons in a row, starting with this weekend's moon. That is very powerful. We're kind of going through a porthole this weekend, or an energetic gateway that will take us through those 4 supermoons, which are all full moons in a row. What is a supermoon? It means the moon is really close to the planet. We know that the moon has powerful effects though. It has the ability to draw out negativity, darkness, what lies underneath, to affect the subconscious, to affect people's moods, vibrations, things like that. So it's going to have powerful effects on this planet. We can look at this next couple of months as a cleansing that is much needed on this planet. So sometimes it looks like there's a lot happening in one place. There really is. There's a lot of intense energies that are coming into the planet, along with some, pretty amazing, we'll say, cosmic events, astrology that is aligning with it. So we have tons of energy coming into the planet. It's becoming more and more noticeable at this point, which is amazing because a lot of people are going to wake up during 2020. If you are considering yourself someone that is spiritually awakened, congratulations. You're meant to be anchoring in the frequencies for those that will choose to awaken later in their journey. It's very important that you guys understand that usually if you are identifying with being awake, an empath, energy sensitive, a healer, a starseed during this time, that you're probably here to assist in some type of way. As we continue through this season and into this, we'll say Aquarius season, and into this eclipse season that we're going to go into, supermoon season that we're going to go into, it's very important that we are releasing anything no longer serving us. A lot of that is our own negativity and bad habits. I know it's easy to point the finger like it's this guy over there, right? It's that guy over there. It is not me. You guys should have an idea of what you guys have left to heal during this time, and this supermoon kind of season is going to bring that out and help you release these things before we go into eclipse season. So we can see that we're going to continue to kind of go into more and more intense energy. And, we've reached a pivotal point in this awakening. We've been waiting for 2020, believe it or not, to bring us this energy. It is much needed for us to be, manifesting, creating the new. We can expect miracles, right? Lots of divine energies. Let's see, psychic awareness, being tuned in, feeling really good, states of samadhi, states of bliss. These energies are only going to ever amplify whatever you have going on within. So if people aren't feeling so hot, if you're having ascension symptoms, this is not just a physical detox that we must go through. This is a soul purge. This is a spiritual release and detox as well. But a lot of these energies are, creating that kind of spiritual purge effect, and it's being filtered out through our body. So it is very important that you guys are, detoxing, furtherly purifying. Yes, we're going to continue to purify as we go through these energies. And I saw a post this morning that was so amazing. This is not an event that we're waiting for. This This is a gradual process that we need to work towards and make happen in our own life. There's not going to be some burst of energy that is going to do this for us. There's many events that are kind of unfolding and occurring with each of these waves as they're kind of coming in and affecting all of us. And I'm always reminding people these are meant to be divine energies. All right, Earth is about to get serious. Earth is about to get serious. In case people are noticing, things are changing. The energies are changing on this planet. It's changing everything about, the lessons and experiences going on. So a lot of people are having a hard time handling and navigating these energies, or may not even know what's occurring kind of behind the scenes. It's bringing up a lot of frustration in people that are not at a, we'll say level of conscious awareness to understand what is occurring. And I anticipate that if we are not already seeing a planet in crisis, that we're headed towards a state of crisis on this planet. I believe we're already there though, and kind of living in the middle of this. And people are hopefully going to feel a pull to kind of get on their soul path and to be assisting in all of this. It's really important that we recognize that will be our job, to assist with these energies and to help, let people know what's actually kind of unfolding and going on this planet. All right, my link is above. I'm about to get started doing cards. So we're having some powerful supermoons hit us. This energy is going to last the next several months, at least going into May. And then we're going to kind of go into eclipse season after that. So we're going to go into some very powerful energies. Like I said, if you guys are not feeling completely aligned with these energies, if you guys are feeling like stressed out, any type of like physical illness kind of symptoms, literally more alignment, right? More energetic alignment. We see a lot of, I'm going to keep saying it, a lot of scares with the flu going around, and I know that the global elite and the media are desperate to explain what's going on this planet without people exactly understanding. So they love to scare people with, there's flus going around that will kill you. There are a lot of flu-like symptoms that are going to continue to unfold as these energies are coming in as well. So that's not completely the truth. We know that these energies are affecting everyone, especially the state of a lot of people's health. All right, my link is above. I'm going to be here doing energy work. I get a real high off of these storms. You guys should know that, right? I get a real recharge and high off of these storms. This weekend, for the full moon, I'm going to go out to a sacred site out in the ley lines. I did it last Sunday. I got such a recharge being out there, like such an energy recharge. So this energies can be really good once you can purify enough and learn how to flow in them. You guys will learn how to better navigate them, I promise. So the more inner work that we do, the better we can learn how to flow. Sometimes I'm getting knocked over too in these waves where I'm like, I can't move, I'm stuck, I can't even, I'm not coming to do my videos. If you guys wonder where I am at times, I am very energy sensitive as well, especially to these cosmic energies, because I am someone who, uses them, for my abilities and things like that. So I'm really energy sensitive too. I get what people are feeling and going through. Definitely hold space. We're going through so many activations right now, especially this week and going into 2020. It's just like a complete year of upgrades and activations. So hold space for these energies. My link is above. I am encouraging you guys to come check out my store. It would really help with whatever's going on with you, as well as helping me to continue doing these videos. Really good energy exchanges, right? So I have space for readings this week. Literally, I usually recommend, if people don't know what to get in my shop, because it's a little kind of crazy, that you should probably start out with like an Akashic reading or a chakra clearing, which it sounds basic, but I do a full galactic scan with it, and it will give you a lot of information about your body, your energy field, your chakras, what you should be, working on, and, setting up an Akashic reading. You get me one-on-one. I'm getting overwhelmed with a lot of messages that, from my point of view, they're pretty like, hi, how are you? Like, if you really want to chat with me, you got to set up a reading, or it's not doing you a service at all for me to kind of have like a 1-second exchange. I'm probably not going to be able to help you. I probably need to talk to you and chat with you for you to get kind of the best results and working with me as well. So definitely worth setting up a reading if you need me one-on-one. All right, excited about these cards again. I got some other ones I'm going to try out too, so I'm really excited. I'm using the Starseed Oracle. All right, Tracy McMullen. Lost lands, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before, and that's a sync for me because someone said they were getting nervous about my energy report this morning, and I said, of course, we've done this before. So a lot of people are kind of feeling that, you know, we've done this before. We've been on this planet at this place when these same energies were kind of hitting at the ending of another cycle when we were making a spiritual ascension as well. A lot of you guys are ascended souls that have made your way back, and that's a real sync with these energies because as the frequencies are going up, we're about to enter very high levels of consciousness where we literally live, you know, one with divinity. And, you know, I know it's a process, but that is where we're headed. And it's also, you know, places our soul remembers. So, you know, I know that a lot of our history has been tampered with, rewritten. You know, we've been lied to about a lot of things in this matrix to keep us from our spiritual power and divinity. And it's kind of coming back with these energies. A lot of people are having a remembering. You know, sometimes we get little glimpses, pieces of the puzzle. Tomorrow I'm going to really talk about dreams because a lot of you guys are having really crazy dreams and are noticing that you're waking up more in the sleep state as well. And, you know, what is happening with our life here is affecting us on many dimensional levels, along with the astral and things like that. So you guys are, you know, coming into more and more awareness. Awakening is a process that we're going to continue to go through. So more and more will come back. Leanne Emmis Kane. Love it. Please, no fear. And I'm not trying to sugarcoat things. I understand more deeply than anyone what the collective is going through and about to experience with my role here, you know, as a light worker. And I know that people are going through some very hard lessons. I don't try to sugarcoat things with it, but I will tell you, it doesn't matter what you're facing in your life. If you can stay positive and try to stay high vibe and not fall into those, you know, pity party, lower states of fear, things like that, your life will go so much better. I've been in some really hard situations too since my awakening, and I really have to navigate things with just my abilities. That's pretty much it at this point. That can be scary, right? But it can be so liberating too. This is how we're finding our power. We're getting put in these really awkward situations, and a lot of people, you know, they start to feel really like hopeless about it or scared. No, we're meant to find our power and to get our way out of these situations, right? And to do something and to step into action as well. So for sure, let go of fear. I'm not trying to sugarcoat things, but for sure, staying positive will create new pathways in the brain, creating new probabilities in our actual reality. It will help, you know, shift our vibration, keeping us high vibes so we see better results. All right. Angela Bonham Spezio. I love it. They have like Stonehenge and stuff on these cards. I love it. Activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. And, you know, it sounds really weird because a lot of people probably thought I was losing my mind when I'm like, I have to kind of go on this journey and see where it leads me. And I've been on a lot of really sacred site kind of ley line areas. And I believe we kind of get called to these areas to assist with activating the earth as well. You're for sure a grid worker of sorts, so you should be working with earth energies. It will help you recharge you too. I just said sometimes I feel like I don't want to do this anymore, right? We're sick of this planet, I don't know. And, you know, so when you go out on the earth, it will give you such a recharge, like lift all that off of you. So, you know, if you guys are feeling really tired from ascension, get outside in that storm. Go outside this weekend with the full super moon, and I bet you guys get kind of a big recharge off of it. So connect with the earth more. It will really help your energy levels. Rachel Farr. Star bathing. Light body, crystal grid, transmission and activation. Keep working on your light body. Like I said, this is not an overnight process, and we're kind of getting back what energy or effort we're putting into this. Welcome to Earth, right? We're kind of getting back whatever energy or effort we're putting into ourselves. Keep working on your light body, especially. Brittany Morse. Cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. And I know a lot of people are feeling like they're at that place, but the entire planet is there too. A lot of people are just not seeing things as they are around here, right? The whole planet should feel like that's where we are, yes. And we go through this process. I'm trying to explain to someone, we go through this process so we can crack open our ego and get past the ego, right? So we go through this kind of ego perspective, and we have to go through these experiences to kind of get to the core of who we are. Kelly Moore, love it. All right, I'm gonna raise up some vibes. Kelly, Star Keeper, Cosmic Ancestor, seed the light by staying grounded. And you know, there was a calling and we came as a global solution to this planet, the Starseeds, to assist this planet in bringing up the frequencies. And we're doing just that. These gatherings are important, whether I'm doing like a live video here or trying to bring together groups. It's so powerful, especially during these energy shifts. It's just such a positive exchange to be around the right people, right? It can be really draining for me to sit and have mundane conversations and things like that, but anything spiritual or things that we're into, you know, it's really good vibes. I'm saying this like every video now. You guys know I have a group section on this page too. I'll probably be live in Lemurian Dream School group tomorrow. All right. Judy Reed. Wait, it's not time yet. Things are being woven. Have patience in this process. So you've been working on yourself your entire life and you are not done yet, right? They say you're the biggest project you'll ever work on, and that is really, really true though. So you're going to continue to work on yourself. Take really good care of your body during this process. I started to have a really hard time with the ascension energies, I don't know, a few years ago when I first started to awaken, and I was pretty much on toxic overload at that point, and I feel everyone is, unless you've done a really good detox or, you know, put a lot of work into detoxing. I feel that we all are at that place just from what we find to be normal, like healthcare and the foods that we're eating, toxic people, things like that, right? All really bad for our body. So there is a need to detox and to continue to clean our body. We're clearing out a lot of garbage and we're going to continue to. So the better foods that you eat, the more that you can detox, the more it will help. You guys know I always recommend taking like chlorella, turmeric, things like that for detoxing and getting rid of metals. Let's see, Gina Lisa Meserol. Double mission, Lightworker Starseed, serve the world by being you. We're going to be best of service when we're at our best. Everyone thinks we're meant to like go save and help people. We're not meant to even do that. We're literally meant to just be here and to work on our own energy. And as we're going up in frequency, the planet comes with us. So a lot of people are confused. We actually should not be interfering with other people's lessons. Yeah, we're interrupting experiences their soul needs to learn and grow. You know, I'm in a relationship and sometimes it seems really easy for me to do like my boyfriend's lessons, but they are lessons that he needs and his soul has picked to learn and grow and evolve. So sometimes it can seem easy for us to, you know, interfere with other people's lessons. We're not meant to be ever. We're really meant to be changing ourselves, and you guys should have learned a lot of lessons about trying to help people that didn't want help in whatever way and probably did not do the work to change, right? So in order to kind of change our situation, we need to change what we're doing as well a lot of the time. So you're going to make the biggest change with yourself. Nivea Petrova. Nice. Inner Earth. I always think you live over here too. Hi, this is where you live over by Canada. I love it. If you live by Shasta, Canada, over there on that side, that's how I think of it. You'll survive this. I'll die. You'll survive this. New solutions and beginning. And we're gonna. We've been through so much, so don't think that our soul would have not signed up for this if it wasn't gonna lead somewhere amazing. Keep going. People are at the place in their story where a lot of the planet has had enough with a lot of this. Unfortunately, keep going. I promise it will get better. We are adjusting to a lot of new energies and things like that. Jeffrey Cahoe. Water your garden. Yes, that's your mind, by the way. Your garden. They're always talking about garden. They talk about Earth as a garden as well. Nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. You know what will heal us the best? More self-love with ourselves. If you guys have ever been hard on yourself about anything, maybe like how you looked, we'll just put out general examples. Maybe how you looked, right? Maybe how you think other people see you, I don't know, weird stuff, right? However we see ourselves and we're not loving ourselves fully, these are the areas we need to work on. If you guys are being self-critical, maybe not supportive, that can be me at times. With a lot of people around me, right? It can be kind of hard to be in the spotlight, things like that. More self-love. This is how you're going to find your glow, literally. So just anything you can do to take better care of yourself as well. Deb Tierney McKinney. Empathic starseed. I like this for the whole feed. Empathic starseed. Energetic sovereignty. Absorbing what is not yours. We've taken on a lot of pain from other people, starting with our parents. Yes, when you're an empathic child, you tend to take on a lot of what is not yours, not understanding things like energetic boundaries. In fact, if we look at our parents' journey, we can see that maybe we merged a little too much into their experience, taking on a lot of lessons that were not ours. We see that with patterns that go down kind of family lines as well and things like that. We're meant to literally break free from these things and heal these things. That's why we kind of came into them a little much. A lot of you guys are in relationships, dating, maybe friends come to you when they have a hard time. You might be the person people come to you if they're having a bad day. That's all absorbing things that are not our own. So a lot of times people feel a lot better when they're talking to empaths and seek them out like, oh, hi, oh, hi, I'm having a problem. And they leave all their garbage with you energetically and we don't really notice, right? You might just feel kind of tired, weighed down, like you need a nap, right? All signs that we're taking on too much that is not our own. So we're not meant to be taking on everyone else's issues and lessons and pain and things like that. For sure, set good boundaries so that you're not taking on too much. I see a lot of times that what wakes people up that are very empathic is their health gets bad. That literally a lot of people maybe are having health issues or aren't happy, right? Feeling their partner's issues, things like that. So it's really important that we're understanding, you know, what lessons are ours, what energies are ours, and what's coming from other people. Sam Morgan. Be courageous, multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. You guys all kind of hide a little too much. I know that from doing videos. And I'm on Facebook a lot, and I see a lot of posts, and I see a lot of what's going on, and you guys are really comfortable in hiding. Yes, I know, you're kind of playing this character, and you're something much deeper within, right? And we're kind of playing these roles, and you guys are a little too content, but we need to kind of come out and shine our light, because this is how we're going to do things. For sure, let go of any fear, come out, be seen, be yourself, be authentic. We were never meant to fit into this world ever. We're going to create something new. And only in seeing what wasn't working would we understand and be able to fully do that as well. Let's see. Sue Hannah Burden. I love these cards too. They get a 10-star review. Big picture thinking. Pleiadian energy, visionary, inspired ideas, and you for sure have a Pleiadian connection. A lot of these energies are galactic. A lot of them are really high vibrational galactic energies hitting us. We can see that with a lot of modern science that isn't able to so much catch up with what's happening. They will eventually, I have hope, right? I have hope that they are starting to, and they're starting to look into these things furtherly. But this is a lot of galactic energy reaching us. It's meant to make us feel better. Anyone that's a starseed should start to heal and feel better, hopefully, and learn how to flow in these energies, because it was really hard going through such low frequency energies as a starseed. Like I said, it could cause a lot of health problems, you know, negativity within the body, you know, lower vibrational experiences, all things that are not great for starseeds to kind of go through as well. So it's been quite a journey to get to these energies. Sharman Smith. The Cosmic Heart. Devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. I spend a lot of time in prayer. I'm someone who doesn't try to force the flow of the universe. I respect everyone's spiritual practices, but I really do try to leave things in the hand of the universe for everyone's highest good as well. And I kind of respect, I guess, that balance of the universe. For sure, keep working on your heart chakra. Pray more as well. Prayer is very powerful. Our prayers can move mountains. There's no deeper love than praying for someone as well. We can see the power of meditation and prayer clearly is so powerful, literally. And it's very important that we are spending time in meditation and prayer. Yasmin Curley. The Sea of Mantika, seeing potential, bringing the unconscious to light. And that's what these moons do. So we see a lot of people kind of dealing with a lot more. They just bring out what's already there, what's already underneath. So a lot of people where they're feeling their life is in crisis, going through these energy shifts, they probably were already at that place and it just kind of brought it out a little bit more. For sure, it's going to bring out whatever feelings are underneath as well. So a lot of people are going to be feeling more intensely. So if people are already feeling like depressed, they'll probably feel it way more. If someone's already like really, really happy, they'll probably be feeling that really intense as well. Janet Davis. The Seven Star Sisters. Birthing Creations. Tapestry of Life. Expression. We're going to be looking to the stars, I'm sure, more and more to see these experiences as they're unfolding and to tell what's happening on this planet. That's what happened with me. I guess I already just have a really good understanding of astrology, probably from past life kind of stuff, and it suddenly became very relevant again with going through this ascension and being able to tell what's coming, what's happening, what type of energies we can expect. So a lot of people are beginning to kind of look to the stars again for guidance, right? And I say that kind of metaphorically, looking to the stars again for this guidance as well. You should be really drawn to astrology, astronomy, the stars, things starseeds are generally drawn to. Tracy Rayner, The Void. Embrace winter, great cosmic womb. And I keep saying we're literally like in the cocoon, but it is like a void where we're meant to create with this space. So a lot of people are feeling the old is shifting to a close or coming to a close, and it's no longer serving humanity. And we're kind of at this space, I'm always saying, like between worlds, but it really is the void where we have to create it. We've been sold that there is this like mythical place of heaven that we go to after we die, while there are many other realms and dimensions that our soul may, right, travel to and exist in. Heaven has yet to be created, to the best of my knowledge. We're meant to create it here in this space. As the frequencies are going up, it literally turns into that kind of state of consciousness. I believe that heaven and hell are always states of consciousness, and our own perception is kind of based on where we're at with these things. So for sure, we're here to create a literal heaven on earth for sure. Some people refer to this as the fifth dimension. So we're kind of in between that space once we wake up. All right, Diane Narayan. Karmic relationships. Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. And a lot of people are having issues with losing friends and family. I believe that we have to close out certain karmic experiences as we're kind of coming into this new earth. And that, we would be closing out some lessons with certain souls. I believe a lot of our family, we may have kind of ended up with maybe karmic experiences as well. And that we would have started our kind of first half of the journey working on more karmic kind of lessons and experiences until we kind of reached a level of like self-mastery, self-love, and then we kind of move on to different kind of experiences. So if you guys are losing people on your journey, just learn to let them go. I've learned that some people even come back, right? Maybe some people come back if they're meant to be around you, and just to kind of learn how to flow with the people around you as well. Andrea Watts. You guys know, if you guys share, leave a little donation, you guys might get cards easier too with me. Andrea Watts. Breath of the Cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. And like I just mentioned, it's important that we're not trying to force what we want with the universe, right? Because the universe has a divine plan for each person here that comes into some amazing kind of collective unfolding experience. So it's important to realize I was very resistant with my own path, not understanding things, not trying to be, because I kind of wanted to go in the direction I wanted to go and not understanding that the universe maybe just had better plans for me. So it's really important that we're learning to just kind of go with the flow of our life. Have faith in this process. A lot of people have been disconnected spiritually for a long time, and kind of need to get back to that space of having faith in the universe as well. We're just kind of getting back to the spiritual after a little bit of a slumber, we will say, coming out of a haze, and we're just kind of getting back to this stuff. More faith in the universe. Sarah McIntosh. This is you. Child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. And so, we have infinite wisdom inside of us. Yes, a lot of people wake up and they fall into this trap of thinking, I have to go watch a lot of videos, go read a bunch of stuff. I feel like I need some stuff to learn. You're probably better off doing what I do, which is kind of working on your energy, because you're going to get better access to that knowledge going within as opposed to kind of going to external places thinking it's something that we memorize or learn. The truth has always been within you. It's always encoded in our DNA as well. So as we're activating our DNA, we're coming back into our past life memories, our past life knowledge, our full templates, kind of back to our higher self as well. Keep working on your DNA. Let's see. Candace Langley. Porthole, it's where we're at now, right? Here you go. We just came through a 2-2 porthole, and we're about ready to go through another porthole this weekend. Powerful energy. I just looked at the space weather too, and it looks crazy. Just to let everyone know. All right. Candace, porthole, doors are closing, you decide, rewards, wild card. Yes, some doors are closing, but don't worry, 10 more always open, right? They say 10 more open every time a door closes. And that is so true. So sometimes if anything is being closed or we feel like, you know, we're getting derailed on our path, it's not meant for us. Melissa I can't say it, Midrill. Oh my God, yeah, it's really good. I like it. It's the first time I used it. Approved. Melissa. Jump in. Andromedan energy, adventure. Say yes to change. And, you know, we thought this would be an adventure going to Earth School. It's supposed to be fun, a place where our soul learns and grows and betters itself and things like that. Just remember that you're here for a big purpose and you do have an Andromedan connection. Let's see. Tina Weatherford. Your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative, and accountability. And I think I mentioned that this is a time for miracles, your dreams aligning, right? Living the life of your wildest dreams. This is why I got into the spiritual, and it transformed my entire life in an instant. But we had to put this stuff into practice. It's one thing to listen to it and know what we should be doing, and it's another to do it, right? Literally. It can be hard to stay positive all the time. It can be even harder to let the universe know what we want to be doing. A lot of people are still living their life kind of on autopilot, just responding to whatever is kind of served up to them by the universe or their subconscious. The universe wants us to participate in this experience and to kind of direct what we're creating as well. For sure, this is a time to manifest. I have to make lists, like literal lists. I make a lot of manifesting lists and kind of crush goals. And this is something that we really had to practice with. Maybe make lists. Sometimes we're not as clear with our angels as we like to think we are. So lists can be powerful, writing things down, journaling, daydreaming, putting out good intentions for the things that we want to see. It's more exciting when we're doing what we want to do too, because remember, the universe is always just playing and experiencing life through us, right? It's more fun when we're happy and participating as well. No, for sure. So for sure, focus on manifesting more. Keep working with your third eye. Paige Weller-Dickey. Earth pulsating. Pulse of the mothers, slow down, time in nature. And a lot of you guys are kind of running around, kind of beating, let's say, but going on the kind of the beat of the same drum. It's really important that we are slowing down, that we're honoring our body. Literally, the kind of, I call it the American dream. The third dimensional template is awful for us, right? It will leave you deeply dissatisfied with your life, and while you may have some material accomplishments, you will probably be completely void of everything that you really need. So, you know, a lot of this template is not serving humanity, and a lot of people are waking up because of that reason and yearning for something more. The spiritual is generally not seen. I know people have different abilities. It's usually kind of felt. It's all around us. There are other realms and dimensions and all sorts of beings and things right here guiding us and assisting us, and you know, that takes some level of kind of understanding as well. You're being guided. Talk to your angels more, right? Ask your angels and guides for more assistance. You know that the spiritual will not interfere with us unless we want it and ask for it. So a lot of people are expecting their angels to do a lot, but we need to ask for help or they generally won't assist us. So ask for more help too. Tara Beth Smith. Be like Hathor. And for you guys that don't know, she was one of my favorite Egyptian goddesses. She was also one of the few goddesses that was a practitioner of magic, we will say. Deep love, mother's milk, birth as a porthole. A lot of you guys are going to be assisting this planet. That's why you're here learning now and kind of coming back into this, going through a lot of activations, upgrades, right? Healing yourself, kind of doing some deep work. A lot of you guys will be working with children, whether you guys are conscious parenting or assisting others with their children. For sure, that's a lot of this as well. Rachel Gregg. Loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. And I know some people will be like, I am not an addict. Well, in what ways have we been filling these voids within ourselves, thinking that either shopping, we'll say alcohol, drugs, relationships, my all-time favorite, right? It could be shoes. It could be all sorts of weird things. People get addicted to bad food, right? All sorts of ways that people begin to try to fill this lack within, and only the spiritual is ever going to fill it. Let go of any type of codependent habits that you have as well, right? That goes in the same category. Sometimes we're expecting other people to do a little too much for us, or to save us, or to help us. Let go of that. You're meant to be finding your power in all of this. Keep working with your solar plexus. You're really energy sensitive as well. Antonia Amaro. I love it. Surrender to the sweetness. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. And we also have Valentine's Day. We'll just throw that in the mix, right? But it's a little too soon to talk about that. But we have a lot of powerful energy coming on next week as well that will be really good for relationships and love and things like that. So if you guys are in relationships, use these use these next couple of energy shifts to see how you're feeling about it and how your relationship's going. A lot of people are going through some relationship shifts because as we're making these shifts with ourselves, it's kind of changing ourselves, right? We're changing fast. We're evolving. So really pay attention to your relationships too around you. Linda Bonham. Perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. For sure. Take a look at the big picture. A lot of people are really hung up on their kind of little piece of what's going on. Take a look at what is happening on this planet. It's clearly for the good of humanity. I'm not going to get into, why or how this enslavement here occurred, but it has. And, there are things that need to be set right on this planet and are being set right at this point. So it's meant to be